Assalamu alaikum, peace be upon all of you, Dr. Altaf, and the people who are watching us at home. I'm Siham and this is Samira.
Okay, I'm Samira. I want to welcome Dr. Altaf. He is an associate professor at Howard University School of Social Work. And he did his PhD on displacement, on the life of immigrants and refugees in the US. And so he has a lot of expertise in how people from different backgrounds can emerge in a society. So, he comes to visit the Netherlands once a year to give lectures at Utrecht Universiteit. And he's also connected with MSA Nederland. And last Wednesday, he gave us a lecture on bigotry and racism and its effects on public health hazards. We can refer to the lecture in the description of this video. So in the description, you will see a summary of the lecture. So, Dr. Altaf, can you tell us something more about your background on this topic?
Sure. So thank you, first of all, for having me. And we ask Allah, God, to bless the work of MSA Netherlands. And it's always a pleasure to meet with the board and to hear about the great work you guys are doing. So just what I wanted to say was that the way I've been coming for the last almost 10 years to the Netherlands has been through the university in Utrecht, but also to be able to connect with the students and the community. So I don't have expertise on the Dutch society, but I've been able to watch the changes and to come to some, understanding of the way the Muslim community in the Netherlands is evolving. And I hope to have some, more understanding through future trips.
Yes, I mean, well, lately there was a short video, about 2 minutes, I think, broadcasted on the public national television, NPO1, and it was a video of a political party, PVV, for their campaign for the coming elections. It was a very offensive video towards Islam and Muslims. And we all know that such kind of videos will have negative effects for the society in a whole, not only for the Muslims only. So from your expertise on this field, we want to know which kind of negative effects exactly can this kind of video or campaigns have for the Dutch society?
Sure. So, one of the first things we ask people is that if you are going to stand for election and if you want to attract people's votes, it would be very important for you to spend time and use commercials and airtime to share with the people what are your solutions to the real problems facing the everyday citizen from whom you want the vote. So when I saw the video, I heard nothing about a solution to anything. So if you want my vote or anybody's vote in the Netherlands, then the question should be, are you constructive? Are you contributing? Are you helping? Are you solving issues? Do you have the capacity and the expertise to run for the office that you are seeking? Or is your ability only to create fear in people and then just leave them there? The impact on Dutch society would be that Dutch society has generally been very welcoming. And so people have been able to stay here and to advance in their education, in their careers, and to be able to contribute meaningfully to Dutch society. So if that's now shifting, the impact will be that who is causing that shift? Why are they focusing on Islam and causing Islam to people to be afraid of Islam without saying that we have, again, solutions for all the issues in society, social issues in society that can help all of Dutch society to improve, not create animosity or anger between one segment of Dutch society with another segment of Dutch society, because Muslims of Netherlands are Dutch. And so there should be every effort to create that goodwill and among them. Yeah. So that's the initial reaction. And so I think the impact will be that people who are well-meaning and in mainstream society who are able to see hatred will be able to stand up and say, not only do we reject your commercial or your message, but we also reject any effort to create fear in my neighbor, in my colleague, in my coworker, my co-student, things like that.
Yeah.
And a lot of students, and specifically Muslim students, have seen this video. And what would your advice be? How would you react on this kind of videos and material?
So I know that it's troubling. And I know that if you are sitting at home, and usually the television is a source of entertainment. So if you're relaxing, and I was told the video was shown in the evening. So if you're relaxing and you just want to sort of, unwind for the night, to have a commercial like this come up is troubling, because then your mental state is affected, your emotional state is affected, because someone with no at all any kind of excuse or reason is attacking your religion. But you shouldn't stop there. You shouldn't just be emotional or angry. You should actually say, you know what? Let me make 10 phone calls, or let me put posts to invite everyone I know who is eligible to vote to come on March 21st to vote, and then say to those who are other parties, if you intend to get our vote, then you speak against that message that was shown on Dutch television. Then you stand up and show some conviction and some tolerance and acceptance and celebration of diversity. Don't just expect my vote because I'm not going to vote for the other party. Ask me, invite me, and show me that I'm welcome in your party. And then, then I'll vote. So that's college students should be able to do that, to not only mobilize fellow students, but also their family members, their community members, and to be able to make sure that such a hateful message is never put into office in any position, at any level.
Yeah, when I see those kinds of videos, I'm always afraid that especially youth and students who have a lot of passion for their religion and a deep love for their religion and they feel offended, which is logical, but their response may be very negative. So I'm always thinking, what kind of positive response, because we have to respond on such kinds of offense, but what can be a positive response towards outside in which we clearly state that it's not acceptable to offend someone to offend some religion in this way, and also to make it constructive so that we can make a positive, good difference and not just try to express our emotions in a bad way. So
So the 2 minutes or 2 minutes and 14 seconds of the clip, right? It says Islam is. So clearly whatever they're saying about Islam is false. So the next thing is to start putting messages to our friends on social media, on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, saying Islam is, and then say what Islam is, because we believe in it, we know it, and then get our friends and colleagues who are not from the Muslim faith to then encourage them to spread that same message, so that we can basically start to show people. Now, one thing we have to be careful is that before yesterday the video was shown, how active were we? How concerned were we? So is it mean that we have to wait till somebody provokes us against our religion to become active? No, we should always be active and proactive to ensure that we're promoting the best people to be in political office with the best skills and the best expertise, and that's why we should elect them, not on the basis of how well they can make others afraid of one group with another group.
Yeah, for me, what makes this situation more serious is that the video was broadcasted on the national television. And I felt really sorry for the national television that they are broadcasting this kind of messages. So is there something you could advise students or anyone feeling offended by this kind of video? Do you have any advices for them how to deal with the issue that it was broadcasted by the national television?
So I mentioned about the individual level to put up individual messages.
Yes.
But those who are in organizations and in positions of power and leadership, we have a different obligation. So we should immediately seek a meeting with the producers of that station and ask them, what crossed your mind? Did anything cross your mind? Did you not realize that this is offensive? And if you say free speech, then at what level will you say that it's okay to single out one religion and then demonize that and speak ill about it? And what consequences will you be responsible for if one of those young men or women or someone who is watching that message either becomes agitated and then goes and commits a crime against Muslims because they believe what the television showed? So you bear the responsibility for taking that, the burden, if you will. You bear the burden of showing that and airing it at a time when children were watching and young people were watching, and they are fellow Dutch citizens. They are born and raised here. What did they do to deserve to be treated that way? And it's not good for against any group. So why would we tolerate that about any group to be, demonized, any immigrant group or minority group or any particular religion, right? It's a time for bringing people together to address some of the social problems we have, not to push them apart.
Yeah, thank you, Dr. Altaf, for your time with us. Thank you, Siham, as well. For the people watching this, peace be in you, peace be with you, peace be upon all of you. May we always come together in peace and try to solve this kind of problems in our society with peace, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum, rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Assalamu alaikum.